You were not born poor. You were not born average. You were born programmable. And the difference between a wealthy life and a struggling life is rarely luck. It's habits, not talent, not background, not connections. Habits. In Atomic Habits by James Clear, he writes, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." That sentence alone explains why some people stay stuck for decades while others quietly build empires. Let's talk about the real difference between rich habits and poor habits, and how you can cross that invisible line starting today. Most poor habits are reactive. Most wealthy habits are proactive. Poor habits say, "I'll start when I feel motivated." Wealthy habits say, "I start whether I feel like it or not." Warren Buffett reads 5 to 6 hours a day. He once said, "The more you learn, the more you earn." While others scroll social media for 3 hours, successful people are investing in their mind. In The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley, researchers discovered that most millionaires live below their means. They don't chase status. They chase assets. Poor habits chase appearance. Rich habits chase ownership. In Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, he writes, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But belief alone is not enough. Belief without discipline becomes fantasy." Look at Elon Musk. Look at Oprah Winfrey. Look at Jeff Bezos. They built systems, long hours, deep focus, relentless execution. Oprah once said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." But she didn't just dream. She prepared. Poor habits. Spend before investing. React emotionally. Avoid discomfort. Seek shortcuts. Blame circumstances. Rich habits. Invest before spending. Think long-term. Embrace discomfort. Focus deeply. Take responsibility. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, he explains that the wealthy focus on acquiring assets, while others focus on earning income. Income pays bills. Assets build freedom. That's a habit difference. In The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, habit 1 is be proactive. Proactive people control their responses. Reactive people are controlled by events. When something goes wrong, poor habits say, "Why is this happening to me?" Rich habits say, "What can I learn from this?" That shift alone can change your trajectory. Let's talk about time. Everyone has 24 hours. But as Jim Rohn said, either you run the day or the day runs you. Poor habits let the day happen. Rich habits design the day. In Deep Work by Cal Newport, he argues that the ability to focus without distraction is becoming rare and valuable. The wealthy protect focus like a treasure. They understand something critical. Distraction is the tax on success. In The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, he writes, "Getting money requires taking risks. Keeping money requires humility." Poor habits celebrate too early. Rich habits compound quietly. Compound interest is not just financial, it's behavioral. Reading 10 pages daily equals 3,650 pages a year. Saving $10 a day equals $3,650 a year. Working out 30 minutes daily equals a different body in 6 months. Small habits, massive outcomes. Let's examine comfort. In Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, he says, "You are in danger of living a life so comfortable and soft that you will die without ever realizing your true potential." Comfort is addictive. Growth is painful. Rich habits lean into pain. Workouts, studying, investing, rejection. Poor habits avoid discomfort. Junk food, procrastination, excuses. Growth demands friction. Now, let's talk about mindset. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." Poor habits focus on limitations. Rich habits focus on solutions. In Mindset by Carol Dweck, she explains the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset says, "I'm not good at this." A growth mindset says, "I'm not good at this yet." That word, yet, builds millionaires. Look at Tony Robbins. He says, "It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped." Daily decisions shape destiny. Not once-a-year goals. Not New Year's resolutions. Daily habits. The wealthy track. The struggling guess. They track expenses. They track workouts. They track progress. In Atomic Habits, James Clear calls this the power of measurement. What gets measured gets managed. If you don't measure it, you don't improve it. Let's talk about environment. Poor habits rely on willpower. Rich habits design environments. If junk food is in your kitchen, you'll eat it. If books are on your desk, you'll read them. Your environment silently shapes your future. And finally, responsibility. Jocko Willink says, extreme ownership. No blaming parents. No blaming government. No blaming economy. Ownership is power. When you take full responsibility, you take full control. Here is the truth. Becoming wealthy is less about money. It's about identity. When you become someone who wakes up early, reads daily, invests consistently, exercises discipline, thinks long-term, accepts discomfort, wealth becomes a byproduct. You don't need to change your whole life today. Start with one habit. Read 10 pages. Save $5. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Walk for 20 minutes. Turn off your phone at night. Small disciplines repeated daily create extraordinary lives. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The line between rich and poor is invisible, but it is crossed daily. Choose the habits that future you will thank you for. Design your systems. Protect your focus. Invest in your mind. Own your decisions. Embrace discomfort. And remember, you do not rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your habits. Change the habits. Change the life.